Hi, I'm Neil from Wild Elements, and I'm working in collaboration with the National Botanic Garden of Wales to introduce you to permaculture. Permaculture is a design system that was initially developed to create sustainable agricultural systems. However, this design tool is now utilised worldwide to design homes, financial systems, businesses, social groups and education. The National Botanical Gardens have been supporting a project called Growing the Future, a 5-year project to champion Welsh horticulture, plants for pollinators, the protection of wildlife and the virtues of growing plants for food, fun, health and well-being. Here at Wild Elements, we thought it would be an excellent opportunity to combine our knowledge of permaculture and link it with growing plants for the future. In our last video, we looked at how we can utilise resources within our homes and buildings according to permaculture design ideas to help reduce the amount of resources that we require and to make the best use of them. Today, we're going to turn our eyes and minds over to well-being and how social permaculture design can be utilised within our lives to help us to live healthy and happy lives and to care for the environment too. After spending so much time designing in the physical world, it's not a great leap to move those permaculture skills we've developed into the planning of our growing space to move onto the abstract world of human relationships. It's a simple leap to apply what we've learned about the permaculture ethics of earth care, people care and fur share and apply them to the connection between people. If we then use the 12 permaculture principles to inform our thinking, we realise that we can consciously build robust communication channels throughout our social network. One of the leading teachers in this field in the UK is Luby McNamara. Her first book, People and Permaculture, shines a light on how permaculture thinking can create harmonious relationships and promote interrelationships, motivation, cooperation and inspiration. Since the publication, there's been an increase in those developing social permaculture ideas and their inclusion in business planning has increased. Today you can see that we're filming from a different location. This pop-up shop has opened in our local high street to create resilience within Wild Elements. Within the store we have followed permaculture principles by embracing diversity, responding creatively to change and devolving control. Could these principles be applied to your growing patch? Could you expose your family to another way of thinking? We believe you can, but how would this look like in real life? If we look at everyone that's involved in your growing patch, each one has a totally different perspective for the goals of the plot. Each person brings different skills and experiences to the table. It's important that each voice is not only heard, but their opinions matter and are used to liberate creativity within your growing project. Leadership in the UK is traditionally a top-down structure. What if you looked to nature for an inspirational pattern? What if you created a web to facilitate communication or a lobed structure to unleash creativity? These are all exciting developments that can have rippling effects throughout your life. Within your plot, you can embrace the diversity of your whole family. More organised members may be adept at creating task lists. Younger members may be able to create the colour palette. Physically strong members may be the diggers, where others can be the stone collectors. Working with children in this way enables them to see that everyone is valued and can contribute to the project. Here at Wild Elements, we found that by incorporating children into the design process, one of the yields we always see is fun. Children are experts at transforming jobs into games and when focused upon a task, stubbornly persistent, dragging us all along into their creative world. During this pandemic, responding positively to change has often been difficult. The sense of isolation and helplessness has contributed to a decline in well-being, with both physical and mental changes being cited by the media on an almost daily basis. However, the media also report inspirational stories where people have embraced the change and used it as an opportunity for transformation. Our shop here is an excellent example of responding positively to change. As a not-for-profit organisation, we reached out to our network of volunteers with the idea of creating a one-stop shop for your Christmas gifts. We linked with local young artists to create bespoke handmade items and then worked together to create a programme of free workshops that are COVID safe and enable people to come together to create Christmas crafts. Now local makers are approaching us to stock their items, and all profits are being reinvested to expand the store with the aim of it becoming a one-stop shop for all your eco-living needs. When planning our product line for the future, it's vitally important to support organisations that protect the supply chain by ensuring fair prices, working conditions and fair terms for farmers. One way of doing this is to stock products that have been certified fair trade. As an organisation, we are passionate about the environment. We aim to be a zero-waste shop and will prioritise suppliers who have the same goals as ourselves. Buying power is one of the most important forces that contributes to market change. If you choose to buy fair trade and zero-waste products, then the market will be forced to change faster as the demand increases. Small changes are one of the permaculture principles that could be used here. If you made only one change per month, over the course of a year, that would be 12 changes you'd made. A family of 4, that would be 48 changes. That's an amazing step forward for caring for the earth and the people who live on it. This creative response to change can be replicated within your growing space too. You may find hidden talents within your family. You may be gifted plants or bird boxes that change your design. As adults, you may be furloughed again or have to endure a period of self-isolation. Children may have to spend time at home as their school bubble is taught from home. These are all changes that can be approached creatively if you apply permaculture thinking to them. Devolving control can be very uncomfortable for us adults. Have you ever put a 6-year-old in charge of getting the housework completed? It's fascinating to watch how they organise the family and the tasks. It will be done in a way that seems illogical, with songs for motivation. Just whistle while you work is a prime example. Time incorporated for games such as hide the duster and smell tests on cleaning products. The instruction list may change from words to pictures, and stickers become the reward for a job well done. It may take a little longer, but the result is always a happier team of workers by the end. Due to the strange working conditions we have found ourselves under at Wild Elements, it's been impossible for a manager to be at the store regularly. This has resulted in an exponential growth in staff members' skills in running a retail outlet. We've created a web of communication channels that don't rely on one person, which ensures that requests for support are answered despite challenging working circumstances. We've supported decisions that staff have made about merchandising and the resolution of IT challenges. This embrace of the devolved control experience has changed the aspirations of the staff and the organisation. The big question that your growing team can now ask is, how do you devolve control in a way that's fair and ensures the earth all of the people involved are considered? You'll be surprised how this growing project will start to impact positively on other areas of your life, improving your mental and physical well-being. One way of doing this is consensus decision making. Permaculture UK explain it as a way of reaching group decisions which everyone can at least consent to, even if it is not their preferred approach. The aim is to harness the diversity of the group, and when making a decision, people have 3 choices: agreement, stand aside, or block. A member of the group will cast an agree vote if they feel they can live with the decision being made. A stand aside vote if they don't have an opinion or that the decision will not implicate them. The final vote available, the block, is cast when a member of the group can't live with a decision. All decision-making strategies have their positives and negatives. With this method, it can be difficult to stand against the majority. Try this the next time you're planning a meal with the family. Get ideas from the family and then have a vote. The results may surprise you. The emerging of permaculture-led businesses has increased the number of opportunities available within this field. In the UK, many opportunities are advertised on the permaculture.org website, and currently this includes a wind farm project manager in Cornwall, an aquaponics smallholding intern in Cheshire, and a small grower for a canal-side community in Warwickshire. By developing your family's skills in caring for each other and teaching them to share resources, you could be opening the doors to new careers. Over this series of videos, we've looked at the ethics that drive permaculture, the principles that help us create resilient designs and link them with designing, growing food and the sharing of resources. We hope that this brief introduction to permaculture, the Growing the Future project with the Botanic Garden for Wales and Wild Elements, has helped inspire you and your family to live a more connected life, grow plants for food or fun, to value the diversity of those around you, and to welcome changes in this unusual time that we're all living through. Thank you.